Hey, what's the buzz?
Brady, sir. Brady. How you doing today, sir? Corky, you alive over there? Make it a three-way. Let's do this. Tom's the man. Yeah, me too. I'll get sexual a few times in this. Let's throw that in there.
That's
Yes, sir. Yeah, I worked there for like a year before COVID happened, and it was awesome. So they kept us on payroll for like almost 6, 8 months for a while when COVID ended. Yeah, they kept us paying us out of their pockets. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was an awesome experience. Yeah, it was a fun place to be. Tony Hinchcliffe gave me the name Cackles. Oh shit. Master. Oh yes.
I
In
guess at
sacred
the
ground.
yeah, in the sacred ground. I used to go back there with or even just the back alley. But I used to go back there with Don and we used to be smoking lots of bowls, lots of
Oh, passing the
joints.
blunt.
Yeah,
Cackles
lots
in
of
the free
bowl.
blunt. Yeah. Oh cool. No, there's a few virgins back there. I'm not gonna mention who. It was a few of the members of the Fuck
Quinn
Shop Boys.
Quinn Wright?
Shit.
Nope. I'm actually notorious. I'm
Did he
actually
say
known
yeah?
on the Ding
I
Dong
missed that.
show. No, that's not true. I've always heard about it on podcasts. I went
You snuck
but
him
I'm
in.
I'm pretty sure
That
I've
makes a
been
lot
back.
of sense now. I was
I'm pre-
wondering how he got back there.
I'm pretty sure I've been back there before I met him. So yeah, you taught me the ways, man. I didn't know what anything was. I didn't even know what
He didn't know what a pussy and a dick was. You gotta
I
teach
didn't
him stuff. That's why
I
he's a
didn't even
virgin.
know I didn't even know what the store was until you yeah you did. Yeah. From where? Green Goddess. Green Goddess. That place is cool.
Corky, where you from? I thought you was from LA. Where you
No,
from?
I'm from New York.
New York?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Did not expect that from you. You did not have a New Yorker person kind of look.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not
That's
very
that makes more
fun.
sense there now.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, they'll chase him around and shit. Watch you go back there and follow you back there. What you doing back here? Who brought you back here? I'm like, damn.
One
Yep.
time, once, one time the security was gonna throw me out, and then David Lucas was like, "No, he's with me," and that was really cool.
David's cool.
Yeah.
I just opened up for David Lucas in Texas. I want to say April 19th. I opened up for David Lucas at the Jazz Club, Jazz
That's
Parker
fuck.
Club.
That's
That
fucking
was awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, it was a good experience.
Nice.
Originally I never was. I was always a chef. I cooked for like celebrities like Becky G, Oprah, Cheech and Chong, Maria
Oh
Shriver, and
wow.
then I lost my job because I had an argument with the head chef, me and him to get along. And one of the people in the kitchen that I used to work with at Vertigo, he told me to get a job at the comedy store. I was like, I don't want to work at no comedy store. It took him like almost like 4 months to convince me. And my mom's like, you don't know what that is. You would be perfect there. So I got a job there. I didn't know nobody's names. I didn't know who Tony Hinchcliffe was. I was going up just talk to him regularly, and people were telling me like, "You gotta avoid him. He's savage. You will roast your ass." And me and him hit it off instantly. Me and him instantly started smoking blunts. He was awesome, dude. He's an amazing,
Yeah.
dude.
That's awesome. What
Yeah.
was it?
And then he's the one. Pretty much everybody else pretty much hyped me up. Like, you gotta do comedy. You'll be funny as fuck. Red Band. I call him Master Tony. I call him Master Cackles and Master.
That's really cool. I
But I've
I
only
learned.
been up 6 times. I want to say I've only been up on stage 6 times. I don't really do
Uh
much open mics because I'm afraid somebody's gonna steal these jokes. Like if I have any like ideas and stuff like that, I would text like some of these pros that's actually would say pros that's been doing it for years, like Master and like a few others. I text them my jokes. They help me rewrite it. My opener joke, Tony wrote that for me.
nice.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's dead. It's either comics. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. It's like I wasted $5 just for people to stare at the wall when I'm just randomly just talking to the wall with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they gave me little good gold nuggets for me to work off of to build off my little gold brick soon. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. It had meaning to it. Yeah. Yeah. Over and over a dozen different times,
You
6 times a
ever
night, 6 nights a week. Yeah.
you ever
Exactly. Yeah.
cons you ever consider being one of those people that go out to like a public space or like a park or somewhere and just start doing your act out there?
I did do the Val show. She was gonna open up a comedy club. I was an Uber driver I met. She's a Filipino girl and she does the Val show. And she offered me and I came out there and I did a show with her outside.
That's really
And
cool.
that's pretty good. Yeah.
Those sound like good. Those that sounds like a good mic to do. But I was actually just thinking, like, you ever see videos of people like went to like a park in New York City, like unannounced, and just in the middle of a crowd just started shouting, and then people gather around, and then
No, my
just
friend Kevin wants me to do that. He was trying to get me to do that for my birthday. He goes, let's get drunk and stand on the sidewalk and just do some jokes. I'm like, nah, that sounds weird, man. I can't do that.
I feel like the hard part is getting everyone gathering everyone's attention. Like you got to do some fall down or something.
That's how Steve Martin got started. When he first originally started to open up the comedy club, he was at there was no audience members, so he would go out on the sidewalk and start doing his jokes from there and get people to come in. And then he would work his way onto the stage and start doing his jokes. And Steve Martin
Smart.
bombed a lot. He bombed a lot. I was just reading his book, Born Standing Up, and the dude bombed a lot actually, reading more than I thought. I was like, damn, I don't feel so bad now.
Yeah.
Well, damn, I
It's
feel
crazy. People that went up, like just being around the OR. I saw people that were names, and then they would come out, and then some people just didn't get some of their new material, and that was always an interesting thing about the store.
You gotta take that risk sometime on a live crowd like that. You gotta take that risk,
Yeah.
bomb gracefully. That's what I call it. You just gotta bomb gracefully, even in like sometimes like when I go up stage, just like I always get nervous at the end. I kill it the first few minutes, and at the end I start like getting nervous. I'm like, and I usually start bombing. So I'm very honest about that. So I make it awkward at the end.
Well, also too, at the end, you're trying your new shit. Sometimes, a lot of times, you're reaching a little more for stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
So because
a lot of it was like last minute wrote jokes, and then some of them I wrote right before like hour before the show started. I was at a park just standing on a bench, like, I could rewrite it this way, and I was like, fuck, this is like a whole bunch of rewrite now. I ain't better remember this last minute.
Yeah. Well, also, I'm a big fucking idiot because I didn't have my microphone on during the first 10 minutes of this podcast, but everybody could hear you guys, so it was fine. Nobody cares. I will transcribe my stuff later and talk about it over if I'm talking about it. Anyway, there's always some kind of fucking technical issue with my shit. I'm so sorry. Anyway, but
we're hearing you at least.
What's up, Sadie?
We know we're gonna replace Cookie with me soon, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm the one that's gonna get replaced soon. Looks like. But you mentioned this shit about people just going out and talking. Like, well, fuck. I mean, I remember that's pretty much how Dave Chappelle started. Are we wrong about that? I mean, Dave Chappelle pretty much started at the age of 14, really 15, 16.
Before he was even allowed to go in clubs and all. They had to lie about his age, but he can go on stage and shit. Yeah.
Come with his mom, and he's standing outside Central Park, standing in Central Park with just sometimes a loudspeaker, sometimes not, but just fucking
standing. Is that where Dave Chappelle's from?
Well, I know that he would do shit inside. Okay, it may not be Central Park, but it was definitely he would. I remember stories.
From New York? I didn't know he's from New York.
See, that's the thing. I'm not 100% sure.
I thought he's from like DC.
Okay, DC. Okay, so he's not New York. I shouldn't say Central Park. I apologize. But what I mean is that like he would go into parks and do like this crowd service kind of comedy where you just kind of try to gather people around you. Sometimes with a loudspeaker, sometimes sometimes without a loudspeaker. Anyway, with or without.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that shit's hard, but it's like it's extremely endearing, number one, and if you're good, it could be captivating. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's good for the experience. It's very good experience to have underneath that. For helps with crowd work because you're trying to get all those people's attention.
There you go.
Yeah, very good for crowd work. Honestly, yeah, that would be good for that. So I do understand the meaning of that because I know Dave Chappelle started up in comedy clubs in New York. So I was wondering, is that where he's originally from?
I mean, yeah, I don't remember exactly, but
I googled
you're right.
it, and
he went to high school in DC.
One thing said Maryland, and another thing said Ohio. So I don't know what to believe.
Yeah, I guess he didn't go to. I guess he just set up that high school in DC.
But I'm about to roll me a blunt, you guys.
Hell yeah, dog! Nice. Get at it. So, okay, where are you living right now?
I'm actually in Glendale. I lived in Glendale.
Yeah, my bro. Aperjan. I'm Armenian, by the way. So.
No, that's my friend. That's what I was working at was Armenian banquet hall, and that's where I was working at the comedy club.
No
it was
shit.
like a fucking Armenian wedding for like years.
Don't tell me you're working at Deluxe.
It was Vertigo.
Oh shit, Oh, so when you said Vertigo, you're talking about that. No shit, that's fucking hilarious.
I worked there.
Oh my god. That's fucking. So in Burbank,
I swear, that Armenian wedding for 2 years straight. That music at the end of the day was like, "Fuck, I'm done with this music, bro."
Put your hands up, get out of the car. Put your hands up, get out of the car.
Nah, you'd be hard pressed to hear a System song there.
Yeah, but no, it was the food is good. They know how to party for sure. They drink hard.
It's simple stuff. It's beef, chicken. Yeah, little chunks of chicken, little chunks of beef, and. Get those. You put it some.
Good. They're happy. Right. Yeah, getting some bread, and just drink all night, party and dance. There was one time was doing a wedding, and the dad was so excited and happy he forgot he had high blood sugar and drank too much and passed out at the wedding. There was a ambulance there. I was like, "Fuck, these guys get down."
Dude, the money, they throw the money in the air. Dude, they do all that. They call it the shabash.
Spend money. It's fucking like these rich fucking oil sheiks come in there and spend like 30,000-50,000 for one wedding. I'm like, damn, I wish I had that money.
That's true. There's no oil sheiks. All these people drive the most expensive Mercedes and live in an apartment.
Yep, they do. Yes, they do. Once these people you see driving a Ferrari, they're living with their dad still in the basement, most likely.
But if you think about it, you really only have to be making about $3,000 a month to be able to afford that, which is a $1,500 apartment payment and like a $1,500 car payment.
And you're good. Some of these guys be living out of their car. They got a nice car.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
that's because
I've seen that a lot in Glendale.
Yes,
these Armenians have these nice supercars, but you realize dude's waking up in the morning in the car.
Bro, if you think Mexican people can pack a lot of people into an apartment, just waiting until you meet some Armenians. They got refugees up the ass in there, dude. I mean, you got it quartered off like Jerusalem. You got this corner, that quarter.
And like since in Glendale, like they're always having these grill out and cookouts. So like this dozens on the corner with these grills. I'm like, damn, I'm hungry.
And then they take the grill back to Home Depot.
They
return the grill. The guy buys a $2,500 grill for July 4th weekend. No, I don't like it, bro. It doesn't work.
I don't like it.
You gotta return it.
Right. The fucking the gas wasn't coming out right. I need to return this.
I don't think the gas has holes in it. The gas thing, it doesn't have holes.
The holes, there's a hole in it. I need my money back. Refund.
So Corky, should we ask him the Comedy Stains question, or do we not like this question anymore?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, let me know. What's this question?
All right. Well, this show's called Comedy Stains. Corky did come up with the name of the show. He had it in a premonition in a dream. He says he had a dream. He had an Indian dream catcher above his head. The man lived there for about 10 years. I don't know. His name was Dreamcatcher. So
I actually had I just want to say real quick, speaking of dreams, I actually had a dream that I said a joke in the dream, and I liked it so much in the dream that I woke myself up to write it down. Would you like to hear it?
I did that with the poem. I wrote the poem down. I woke up, had this weird ass dream about like being in the dark, and I was hearing like a girl singing a voice, and like as I was following the voice, it was leading to like this, like a light in a tunnel. It was like leading me out, and I woke up and I wrote a poem about that the next day. It took me a few days to work on it, but yeah, I wrote a poem out of that.
Okay, let's hear the poem then. We have to hear the poem now.
I don't have it written down.
You didn't get. All right, Corky, tell us your joke.
I wrote it down. I left it alone.
Okay.
I'm
gonna hold you to the next episode of Comedy Stains when you come on. Okay.
I'll have it ready for the next episode when I'm hosting with you.
Next episode. All right, Corky, what was your joke?
All right, let me pull it up because I forgot the wording. But it took place in the one sec. It was an interesting setting of the dream. All right, so it took place in the Star Wars universe, and I almost said uniform. And no, it was like it was some futuristic Star Wars.
That's where all my dreams start.
Dreams, man.
I just had like regular Star Wars people clothes, and it was just like a modern looking Star Wars house. And then I was practicing some material, and I was like, "What's with these lightsabers? Why can't we just use regular swords instead of ones made from lasers?" And I thought it was so funny.
Well, originally in the Jedi history, they did have regular swords. I'm a nerd on Star Wars, and if you go back, read the canon, like in the legends, originally thousands of years before what you see in the movies, they used swords. And then eventually they had this like little belt that had like a little cord connected to it that produced the laser, and then eventually they worked to the ones you see in the movies. I'm a nerd with that.
That's like 5,000 years. Sorry, go on.
5,000 year little information backstory on Star Wars. You got it.
That's even before the Old Republic, right?
Yeah, I was about to say that's probably around the Old Republic, but I guess before that.
Yeah, it's way before that. Yeah, I nerd out too much, you guys. I'm sorry.
I'm a big Star Wars fan as well. I mean, I love
Master Yoda, Baby Yoda.
Yeah. When you watch The Mandalorian, did you like The Mandalorian?
I've seen like only 1 or 2 episodes just to see what like Baby Yoda looked like, but
you gotta watch it. I think
the whole season, yeah.
Look, as someone I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie ever, but my second favorite Star Wars movie ever is in fact Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Rogue One's my second favorite. And Rogue One might be the best Star Wars movie ever.
They had a lot of action, a lot of fighting in most of the other Star Wars. Yeah, they did.
But I think as a pretty big Star Wars fan, I think that you would really like Mandalorian. It's pretty good show. Pretty good show.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to check it out more thoroughly than the whole episodes and all that. Yeah,
I gotta
just
log in
watched
for you. Don't worry.
one episode to see like what the hell, Baby Yoda. I gotta see this. What the fuck?
See, I thought
I even started buying his shirts right away and just seen that. I was like, Baby Yoda, I gotta get everything.
see, they alluded to her being a female at first, but apparently it's not. Apparently it's a male. So anyway, so here we have a question on the show. The show is called Comedy Stains. The name came to Corky in a premonition, and he said, "Hey, I thought of the best name as a for a podcast. It's a Comedy Stains. Let's start one." I said, okay. So anyway, what are your comedy stains? Whether it be stains left on you've left on the comedy world, or vice versa, some specific instance that you just think is fucking hilarious. Doesn't have to be anything specific. Honestly, whatever comes to mind or whatever that question means to you, go.
I know there's
And then
one
afterwards we could talk about Israel Palestine. I'm just joking. Go.
Yeah, this has Don Barrison. I think this is much needed word to mention. On New Year's, me and one of the fuck shop boys, Tony Gidley, was in the back. We was getting fucked up. We was off the clock. My mom was there drinking with us on New Year's. And they fucking came. Who was it? Mike Smitty came. Goes, you guys want to have a little fun in the original room for Don Barris because he does that New Year's show, the Jam Out.
Yeah.
We really do the light. So me and Gidley looked at each other as they walked off. Let's go do this. And my mom was super fucked up, didn't know what he was doing, and was fucked up falling behind us. Me and Gidley's doing this lights, and I look over. There's Don Barris talking to my mom as she's walking through the crowd because she's extremely fucked up. She walked to the original room, and Don Barris made her part of the show. Smitty's over there taking pictures. Fuck yeah. And they would say Don Barris and my mom dried hump on stage, and I was sitting there fucking.
No.
Yes. She was on top of my mom, and then he scared, and he goes, "You know you like it." She was just going with it. She was playing with it. She was amazing with it. It was awesome. The next day, I had to thank Don Barris. I was like, "Thank you." That was probably like the best New Year's for my mom. That was fucking awesome.
All right, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah. And it's pretty hilarious because last week we had Don and Jason Tebow on. And, And Jason asked Don to rank the people in the podcast, which was obviously just me, Corky, him, and Jason. Yeah. And so he picked Corky first, and he said, he wants to pick Corky because he wants to fuck Corky's mouth. He wants somebody to hold him down by the ears so he can fuck his mouth. And then he said, second is me because whatever. He's just trying to be nice. Fucking Don hates me because my mouth looks like a pussy. That's why he wanted to fuck my mouth. And then Jason brings up the fact that like this is not a ranking of the people that you like. You're ranking them by in which order you want to fuck their faces. And then Don goes on to say, and then third is Jason because I don't like to fuck someone's mom and then fuck them. So now all I can think about is, holy shit, Don Barris might have actually fucked his mom. And that joke now to you might be, wow, all I can imagine is Don Barris fucking you in the ass.
Damn, they did ask permission though, because the second time they met, he was in the sacred ground. I came straight down. He made permission. He goes, before I hit on her, is this your girlfriend or your mom? I'm like, that's my mom. I feel a lot better about this now. I'm like, what the fuck? She actually dated Lou Deck for a little bit. Annie Lenneman was making fun of me and roasting him so hard. Annie walked over to me. How's your mom getting Comedy Store dick before you get Comedy Store pussy? I don't want to talk about this.
Well, to be fair,
let me know. Goes, if you see red shoes at your front doorstep, don't answer, please. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, to be fair, in general, it's just a lot easier to get dick, especially at the Comedy Store, than pussy.
She's a female, being pussy. I've tried telling that to a lot of people. Like, it's easier for a female to get a dude than a dude is to get a girl, because a girl can be like, I want that guy, and the guy's like, I want pussy. Okay. For a dude to go out for a girl, like, that girl might be like, he's not for me. It's easier for a girl to get sex than a guy, I think.
I've never been able to pull a bitch from the Comedy Store. To be completely honest with you, I've been able to pull some bitches like after the Comedy Store at other bars in the vicinity, but never from the Comedy Store.
No.
Dude, honestly, I got hit on a lot by dudes. I mean,
I've never
a
got no
lot.
comedy to pussy, but when I'm in the kitchen working, the waitresses will come flash me like groups of 3 or 4 at a time, and that's pretty cool. That's like fuck. That makes the night go by faster.
And like I'd always be kind of doing like some cocaine sometimes once in a while in the bathroom, and that for some reason attracts. Obviously, if you're doing it in the men's bathroom, it's gonna be attracting just gay men. But
I've been hit on by a couple of gay. It was a security guard. We was clocked out, leaving the store. We was walking home to the bus stop. We were sharing some coke earlier, and he was walking home. He goes, "Bro, what you doing later on to let you know I'm bi? Do you like me?" I'm like, "Fuck, I don't want coke that bad again."
dude. Yeah, man. I mean, the Comedy Store. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I didn't hang out there as much as Corey did, but
I hung out because I was working when I first started there. There was like they had a low staff kitchen team, and the other kitchen member that was there was always gone. Like 60 days, 30 days, come up with these excuses, saying it's call was stolen, couldn't come in. So I'd like worked in 30 days straight, no days off, and Master, Red Band, all that would be like, no, stay here and party with us. So I was pretty much there for the first like
that's
6
the fun
8
part.
months, 7 nights a week from 3 p.m. to like 2 a.m. I'd be like,
yeah, I know. Well, that's the thing too. Like if I'm only able to go out, maybe 4 to 6 times a month, like to go out, it was always to the Comedy Store. And then,
it's a fun place to be at.
And then, and then on top of that, I was going every other Monday for Kill Tony and the potluck.
Yeah.
So it's like,
are you signed up for Kill? Have you ever been up for Kill Tony?
Yeah, twice.
Twice?
Dude, I signed up 24 times before I got on, and I did the potluck 3 times. But the potluck is cool too. Okay, here I got this question. I wanted you to answer this question. Okay. All right. Now, I'm only asking this because like, okay, everybody I've asked this question to is like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. You sound like a conspiracy theorist. But what happens is first of all, they used to have potlucks on Sundays and Mondays, or at least for sure the potlucks used to also be on Sundays. And then they moved the potlucks to only Mondays, I think. So now for a long time, for a couple of years, you kind of had like this beef between like the potluckers kind of didn't like the Kill Tony people, and then the regular Kill Tony crowd kind of had like some beef with the potluckers.
The real rule is the only reason why they move potluck on the same day as Kill Tony.
You got to sign up for both.
You got to sign up. The rule is
that's
you
the rule. That's what I'm saying. I would always sign up for both. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's the rule. You had to sign up for both. I know they gave me a lot of shit. I didn't have to sign up for both when I did the Kill Tony. It was during COVID, and Master, he texted me, and because we got each other's numbers and all that, he just texted me like, "You doing Kill Tony?" And I'm like, "Because at first, remember I was telling you I didn't take comedy serious and all that." I go like, "Yeah, I only got like 2 good jokes." He goes, "I don't want the jokes. I just want to interview you. You're doing tonight's show." I'm like, "Fuck, all right."
Sick.
So I did it. I nailed it. It was pretty good.
Sick. That's awesome. Yeah, it's fun.
I have a really stupid question.
Let's hear it.
The potluck is after Kill Tony?
No, it's before.
It's before, yeah.
Okay, see the potluck, but it's different because first of all, you have most of the people that. So for a while, you're right. Like Tony would always mention like we encourage you to sign up for both people, but then a lot of times people were just only signing up for Kill Tony, and you're getting these fair weather people who are not there all the time, and I think like for a period there, some of the potluckers were resenting some of that bullshit. So anyway, but the potluck is cool, way cooler in my opinion. If you're able to get on, like I said, I was able to get on 3 times. But those are way cooler because they put your name on the paper and they put it up on the OR.
You get on stage time for doing that.
You get actual legit stage time, and it's in the OR. And
the only time I've been on the stage time in the original room was at the end. I used to go in there and fuck with Don Barris when he closed the store, and we was joking around, and we did the pyramid with Don. So that's what I did with Don in the original room.
I did the pyramid with him one.
That's awesome. Yes, that's like an honor to do the pyramid with Don. That was pretty cool. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And I got to go on the belly room with the Fuck Shop Boys. We did that. And the main room I was on with Matt. So I got to perform on all 3 stages in the Comedy Store. So that's fun.
It's awesome.
That's a good thing.
Really
like
cool.
I have that. Not many people have that. That's pretty cool to have. Yeah. That was like good experience. Me, the one that talked all 4 of us to go on the belly room. Like we thought we was gonna go one by one separate, all the Fuck Shop Boys. And he's like, no. And he mentioned all of us at once, and we all 4 went up there at once at the same time. And It was weird. You never really see 4 comics on stage sharing 2 mics. It was pretty good. It was pretty fun. It was awesome.
Yeah, man. I'm glad for everything to start getting sort of back to what it's supposed to get to.
Oh yeah, COVID's changed a lot, but I no longer spit on my hands to masturbate.
Did you hear that, Corey?
Yeah.
You got that one? Okay.
Don't spit on your hands and masturbate no more. COVID.
Especially if you're gonna masturbate somebody else, Corey. Don't spit on your hands.
Oh, please use your spit instead.
Yeah.
Ask the person to spit on your hand, and then you masturbate their cock.
Vaccinated. Ask them to spit on your hand.
Yes.
I could just use a mask.
All right, so Paul Mooney passes away, and I love how, first of all, online, like all the fucking people who Paul Mooney was an asshole to is like trying to suck his dick.
Don't know who that dude is.
Really, Paul Mooney? I mean, he's a legend. I didn't know
who nobody at the comedy store was. I mean, all these people I was talking to and interact with, they was all in shock. Like, you don't know who I am? I'm like,
yeah,
you're a human.
No, I hear that. I mean, that's hard. Like, unless you're an aficionado, like Corey is.
I was obsessed with cooking. I'm like, I didn't watch TV. I was obsessed with cooking for like, I was in the kitchen for like 5 years straight, no watching TV, 20 hours a day, and like I haven't watched much TV in years. So like seeing these like New York comedians, I'm like, I don't know who you are. I know comedians from what my mom showed me from like the Dean Martin roasts, like the real original roasts and shit like that. So I grew up with those kind of comics.
Hey, Corey.
You might know what's up.
Sorry, go on, Corey.
I was gonna say you might know Paul Mooney from Chappelle Show.
So I've seen the Dave Chappelle show.
He's the one. What is his bit that he does?
He played Negrodamus.
Negrodamus, and he starts to say like, "This is wrong with the black man is the most copied and whatever man to date."
Not ringing a bell. I don't think I've seen that. No.
He's great. Yeah, Paul Mooney.
I've seen a lot of Dave Chappelle episodes. I've seen just a few. Like everything else, I just watch a few episodes and stuff to see what it's about. I don't watch much TV.
There's a conspiracy theory out there, which I don't believe, that Paul Mooney fucked Richard Pryor's son. So,
oh shit.
That's like a conspiracy theory. Probably Sam Tripoli started that, so we'll bank it on.
We'll leave it as that.
You ever met Sam Tripoli?
I don't remember names. I remember faces. I know the two people. There's a few people I be talking to, like, you know him. You smoke with them. I'm like, I don't remember. If I see his face, I could tell you, but other than that, I can't remember people's names very well.
Dave, I remember Dave.
We have the same name.
What was the last thing you and Sam Tripoli talked about, Corky?
I forgot what he was going off on, some rant, and then I showed him and I remember I showed him a picture of the Big 3 event, and then he had a story about that.
And of course, he did about Ice Cube, about why Ice Cube is part of a psyop, probably.
No, I can't remember for the life of me what his rant was about.
It's okay. So yeah, so you don't know Paul. Okay, like, hey Corey, I have a question, Corky. If I gave you a month and said you have to learn every single person's name that's written on the Comedy Store, and I offered you $500 over the course of 5 months, $500 over the course of 5 months to name every single person on the Comedy Store on an episode live of Comedy Stains, one try, you get 3 hours.
Do that shit.
And you can't cheat.
My mom took a picture of every name on the wall when I took her there once.
You can't cheat. Could you do it?
I could only really remember maybe like that front wall where the window is, or maybe like above like the main room door. All the names over there.
And the van. You gotta count the van. Then there's names on the van.
You just
maybe just
the names on the van.
Maybe just the van. I could probably name them. I
know exactly what you're fucking meaning to. That's fucking hilarious.
Who's on there? Who's on there? George Carlin is on there.
All right, let's not try doing it right now. But yeah,
the van, I think. Yeah.
That's my favorite thing is that Sebastian's name is on the part of the bar that they take off.
No way.
So nobody ever sees it.
Do they take it off when the fucking place opens?
When the place opens, when the bar in the patio opens, they take it off, and Sebastian's name is right there.
I think it's there twice.
That's the worst spot to.
Is it there twice? Maybe.
They need to take names off of that.
Sam Tripoli's name is by the bar. Sorry, go on.
I think it also says Sebastian around the corner,
Mm,
around from the original room door, but I don't remember.
yeah.
But I thought I saw it again.
Yeah.
Maybe
All
once you
right.
get maybe
So
once you get big enough, they'll give you a better spot.
yeah, that's true. So what do you think about what happened with Tony? You got any opinions? Is it fucked up or whatever?
Which one?
Tony Hinchcliffe. They
Oh, you
canceled
talking about
him.
me or Cookie?
What? No, either one of you.
Oh, me. I think it's fucked up what happened to him.
Yeah.
I think Master's an amazing person. I don't see him being racist or anything. I seen his set being funnier than the other dude. The other dude's set was nothing about every single race, black, white. He went through them all, Chinese. He went through every race. And only thing what Master fucked up at when he said "jink," the C word. But anything else he did was actually pretty okay. But if he left that C word out, he would have been
Pretty
all
much.
right.
You're right.
But I think he's gonna be okay in a couple of weeks, a couple
Yeah.
months. It's gonna blow over because they was just trying to cancel Joe Rogan too because he said some stuff about on his podcast about that young kids shouldn't take the vaccine.
Yeah.
So they was all like cancel Joe Rogan and
Yeah.
just slowly forgetting about that. And so I figured that they'll probably forget about this. I know that a lot of people are sticking up for Tony and like,
It's good.
but he's a really amazing person. I have nothing bad to say about him. He's a really
Right.
good hearted person.
Hell yeah.
He's always just showed me care, a lot of friendly and a lot of love since I've been at the comedy store. So I can't really have nothing bad to say about him.
Who are some of your favorite comedians? While I use the restroom real quick.
I would say Rodney Dangerfield, and Tony Hinchcliffe. I love him a lot. He's funny. I love how savage he is.
Yeah.
Don Barris is pretty good. I don't know a lot of the comedy store comics. Robin Williams, George Carlin, whatever. I'm not gonna pronounce everything right.
Rick Moranis did a great George Carlin impression.
Who did that?
Rick Moranis.
Who is that?
You know, the guy from like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and shit.
No, I don't think I've
With the
known who that is.
glasses. He's in Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. I like let's see, I like Martin Lawrence is pretty good. I used to watch his stuff as a kid.
Been watching a lot of SCTV lately. You ever see that?
No, what's that?
Great fucking sketch.
Saturday Night
comedy.
Live? That's Saturday Night Live, right?
No, it's its own thing. It's got John Candy, Eugene Levy, bunch of people. Hal Ramis.
That's from Canada, right? It was a Canadian thing.
Yeah, it started in Canada.
I was watching a documentary about John Candy. It was talking about his time on that TV show right there. Yeah,
That's
what
awesome.
he did before he came over to America. Yeah,
I'd love
before
to
he
see
started
John
doing
Candy
movies.
doc.
That's how he got famous. John Candy's pretty good. I like Uncle Buck. Have you ever seen Uncle Buck?
Yeah, I've seen it so many times.
So have I. That's such an awesome movie.
Yeah, I love Armed and Dangerous and Who Is Harry Crumb.
Hell yeah, dude. We're talking about Uncle Buck over here.
We're talking about Uncle Buck right now. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like when he goes, "I'm on to cigars now," and he talks about his quitting cigarettes method.
Yeah, he had his little plan, cigarettes to chewing gum to fucking cigars to all the different forms of tobacco till you quit.
Yes.
Dude.
Fucking great.
Yeah, you know what's another movie I haven't seen in a while is Harry and the Hendersons.
I've never seen that.
Dude, another great one, man.
I've never
My
seen
mom's
it
all
either.
excited over just by you mentioning that. My mom's jumping up and down like,
Harry and the Hendersons.
I've never seen that, I don't think.
Man. Yeah. And just John Lithgow, is that his name?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
he was in the best season of Dexter, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree. Did you hear that they're coming back with a new thing for
fucking
Dexter?
part is when the kid's in the duffel bag and he throws him into the cement, and then Dexter has to fight him off and then pull the kid out.
Some
I
of
mean,
those, I haven't seen the
the
show, you
final-
guys.
Yeah, I mean, just the
Uh-huh.
final scene of that season is ridiculous. Like it all.
Just to fill it in and spoil it, would you say it's accurate to say he was like was in charge of some kind of a housing development program for like people in need or some shit, but he was like a serial killer and Dexter knew that? This guy was like a total fucking sicko and Dexter couldn't act on him yet, so he was trying to wait till the right moment, and then this guy snapped and he like fucking tried to kill his own kid or some shit.
Yeah.
But he threw him in a duffel bag in one of the houses that they're building up. He threw him into like a deep thing of cement, and then Dexter he had to fight this guy, like hand-to-hand combat, fight him off, and then pull the kid in a duffel bag out of the cement. Oof.
Some draining shit, yo.
Shit's
That was
heavy.
an intense scene.
Yeah, that was like a heavy shit right there. Pull the kid out of the bag from the fucking duffel bag from the concrete.
Yeah.
Fuck. You had a fucked up childhood, it sounds like.
Well, something similar happened to me. When I was 7, I fell into a big thing of cement and almost died.
Somebody pulled you out?
Yeah, I actually grabbed onto a pipe. It was like 8 feet deep. And then I grabbed onto a pipe that was just happened to be there.
And how rough is that to get out? Is that like quicksand? Try and get out of that?
Yeah, you go straight down because what it is it's where they clean off the cement trucks. So it's like a mix of a lot of cement and water.
How did you get around that? What was you doing? How old was you?
I was 7. I was over at the
7?
concrete yard.
How'd you get in there at 7 years old? Did your dad do construction?
Yeah, he used to work there.
Oh, okay.
So I was walking through the yard, and you can't tell because it's like this is the floor, and then it's the pit, but it was level with the thing, and I just went right fucking in.
And then what? At the age of 7, you quit your job at the rock quarry and went on to the sawmill or something?
Yeah, I was at the factory, and then
The Laugh Factory?
yeah.
Hey!
I was doing.
I can mention them all I want. They can't fire me. Fuck them.
When I was 7, I was doing sets at the Laugh Factory, but I used to argue with Jamie too much, and he fired
Oh, you used to
me.
do sets at the Laugh Factory?
Yeah, when I was 7, back in
shit.
97.
He was 7 in 97. How old are you, Corky?
31. About to be
You're
32.
31? Oh, I figured you'd be younger than that. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I don't feel so old now.
I'll be 32. in
And I'm
July.
older.
How old are you?
35.
Dave? 35.
Old
Okay,
enough
cool.
to date your mother.
He's like
Or fuck
50.
your daughter.
Don't give in to Dave's lies. He's like 50.
Dude,
I'm
that was the
32.
trippiest thing. Is like, holy shit, in 15 years, I'm going to be 50 years old. Whoa.
Yeah, that sucks. I've thought about that because I'm 32 in
Yeah.
April. I turned 32. I'm sitting there thinking about like, fuck, half my life's already over, yo.
Mhm.
What am I going to do with the last part of my life? I better do something more than
A lot of heroin. That's what I'm going to
a
do.
lot of heroin. Yeah.
Nah,
When I get
I'm just
60 and I'm not
joking.
dead yet, I'm doing a lot of
I'm
smack,
just
yo.
smoking. No, my coke habit now will not be able to support my heroin habit later, I feel like. So.
become the first person addicted to ayahuasca.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like the drinkable form of
Marlboro, same thing what
DMT.
my mom smokes.
That's the
Hell yeah,
drinkable
baby.
form of DMT. You go like
Hey.
on spirit
Cowboy killer.
journeys.
Hey, ask your mom now. Is she mad that like she has to call them Marlboro Golds so that the young people serving her the cigarettes know what she's talking about?
She's laughing her ass
Yeah.
off. She said, fuck you.
Yeah, she knows what's up because today I have to be like, can I get Marlboro Lights shorts? He's like, which ones? I'm like, Marlboro Lights. It's like, I don't see any on here that say lights. I'm like, fuck. Marlboro
Yes.
Gold.
That happened to me a few times. I go to the
My
store, buy
bad.
cigarettes, I like Marlboro Lights, and I come home with the wrong one. She goes, those are not it. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell do they call
You
them?
brought me the special blend, you dick.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah. Hey, so what's gonna happen is on like around early June, I think you and your mother are gonna have to come do a podcast with us
Awesome.
in
We can do
studio because Karki's coming home.
That's what I'm talking
For
about.
sure.
A live podcast again with
Holy
everybody
shit.
in the same room. No,
Maybe-
all of this video chat shit.
Maybe we can get Dawn in here too, and we can reenact a scene or two.
Try help. Yes. I
You
would
gotta-
love it. She's
see?
excited. She's ready for it. She said yes.
I started doing it like this, and then I ended doing it like this. That's my best Dawn. That's my Dawn impression. I can't really do it very well.
It's like a Brooklyn Dawn.
The Brooklyn
I was a
dog.
Brooklyn Dawn. Corky. Can't do it.
Corky, what the fuck are you talking about?
Have we started?
Yeah,
What's
do
the
that
name of the
subtle-
podcast? I'm never doing this shit. We need to get some Don Bear sound bites.
Yeah.
To add in as you're doing your show, just throw them in. Fuck yes, that'd be awesome.
I'm never doing
Yeah.
the show again.
Does he say that?
What was that, Don? I'm never doing this show again.
That needs to be in our theme song.
Just have it on reloop.
Someone remix that clip.
That's just have that bitch on loop.
I'm never doing this show. I'm never.
What kind of like podcasts? What do you listen to? What do you watch? What are you into? What do you do on a daily basis?
When I watch something, it's for football and wrestling, and I don't really watch much podcasts unless I'm on that episode.
Wait, like WWE wrestling or Greco-Roman?
Yes.
Okay.
I like my favorite wrestler
Football
growing
and
up was Shawn
wrestling.
Michaels. I love Shawn Michaels.
Hell yeah, doggy.
Yes. You know it? Yes.
Well, look, let's talk about the that era real quick, slightly a little bit, because that's the only era, the Attitude Era of wrestling that I ever liked.
Yes.
Which is like Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Iron Match era.
Yes, that was awesome. That was an awesome
I
match.
stopped watching the WWF when Goldust won either the Intercontinental Championship or the Heavyweight Championship at like WrestleMania 10, and I'm like, I'm out of here.
I can't watch this shit no more. It was an Intercontinental title, yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I remember he won that. I was like, what are they doing, man? I think they're confused with this shit.
You know, but you know what broke my heart one year is because I used to like Bret Hart, and then I switched to Shawn Michaels.
He's his favorite wrestler. He walks around with a Goldust jacket.
Yeah. No, but I went to they had a Sunday night fucking match in Anaheim.
Sunday Night Heat, yep.
Non televised in Southern California. So I went and watched it. I watched Bret Hart win the heavyweight championship, and then the next day on Raw, you know, it was somebody else that had the heavyweight championship. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit, dude. I knew
they call
it.
them house matches. They have those in between the shows. They have other matches in between, and they're not recorded.
That's what it is. Oh, they had a late match that night.
Yeah, they won't. It won't be part of the storyline. You see shit wrestlers being on the same team that was just fighting each other on TV. Like, these guys just hate each other on this house show. They're gonna wrestle on the same team.
But man, yeah, I can't do wrestling anymore. Like, do people make fun of you for liking wrestling?
Yeah, so does my girlfriend. Yeah,
I know. There's somebody that I
get fun of all the time, but I love it. I like it.
Who's your favorite wrestler right now?
Watching wrestling, I was confused at like Blockbuster. They don't have those no more, and I was like, I don't know what to watch. My mom's like, here, watch some wrestling. And I got it. My grandpa was making fun of me. He's like, this is fake, right? Like, no, it's not. And as I got older, I'm like, it is fake, but they still get hurt.
Yeah. That's what the line turns into. No, but who's your favorite wrestler? Like, either now, give us your favorite wrestler right now. It's active.
Right now, I would say it's a female wrestler named Asuka. She's from Japan. Yeah, of course it's badass. She does the green mist. You remember the Jerry that spit out the green mist? She does the same thing. It's awesome. She kicks ass. She's pretty good submission.
And then who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Shawn Michaels, most definitely.
Yeah, okay, Shawn Michaels. Yeah,
Shawn Michaels is the greatest.
Remember Bob Backlund?
Bob Backlund, yep.
How much do you hate Bob Backlund?
He was crazy as fuck. You never know when he just got loose.
What were we gonna say, Corky? We cut you off there. We started talking about wrestling.
I don't remember.
Actually, this shirt is one of Master's shirts. Is when he did the only wrestling event inside the Comedy Store in the main room. I was just best guest. It was me, my mom. He said I can come in there. I took the front row seats. He like the people that was helping to produce the show was like, what are they doing? They're taking front row seats. People paid for those tickets. And Matt goes, Tony Hinchcliffe goes, you better not fucking move them. They're my special guests. Put out new fucking chairs. And I didn't even pay for the shirt. I walked up to where they were selling like all the like shirts and the merchandise. I was like, Master said I can have whatever I want. You just better give me 2 fucking shirts. You got a problem with it? Go to Tony. And the lady just looked at me all confused. And so later on, after the show happened, after he got choked out, because he got beat up in the match. He got choked out by Rowdy Piper's daughter. Yeah. Choked him out. Afterwards, I let him know, like, let you know, I just took 2 shirts from this merchandise.
Fuck it.
I just took a master. I'm just aware so I can have whatever I want.
I can't believe, like you'll never ever see a wrestling match in the Comedy Store ever again.
Like that. It was fun. It was awesome. They did a dick flip. There was a guy next to the girl, and the girl grabbed him by the dick. It was on the top rope, and the dude just screamed out "dick flip" and flipped it with his dick on from the top rope. It was hilarious. It was a good mixture of comedy and wrestling. They did it pretty good. They was going to do it again before COVID happened, but then Master moved to Texas, so they was supposed to do it more often because they'd made a lot of money in ticket sales for that.
Yeah, I was there. the same night that the Store Horsemen had their podcast, like their holiday podcast, and they gave gifts away and stuff.
Yeah.
You guys, everybody left with a little swag bag of little goodies and stuff like that.
Goodies,
I remember that night. I was there. But yeah. See, that's one thing I kind of resented about the Comedy Store after all the COVID bullshit happened, which is like you had a great platform to start really promoting your fucking your podcast stuff and your online content, and you didn't do anything until after the COVID was pretty much done.
Yeah, I thought so too. That whoever was controlling the Instagram, the media, was not doing a very good job at posting stuff and keeping people like intrigued about the Comedy Store. They let the people forget about it from the social media. I agree with that. Yeah, I wonder
if some of that was planned.
It was kind of still. The people who controls the social media, I agree, is kind of still. Yeah.
I know someone on the Kill Tony Discord that brags about knowing the Comedy Store social media guy.
Smitty used to do it, but he don't do it no more. It was better when Smitty controlled it. They gave it to somebody else. Smitty don't do it no more. Because he used to take the pictures, upload the pictures for the Instagram, the social media, but I think like 2-3 months after I started, he didn't want to do it no more because he didn't want to be there so late. Because he gets there early there in the day, does the stuff on the.
Oh, like Smitty's the one with all the tats.
Yeah, he's the one that does all that.
Dude, that guy's cool. He's like the manager of the main room.
Is it the guy that did the?
He's awesome. Smitty's cool.
He is awesome.
He's the one that taught me how to like mic presence, like before, because I used to get there like an hour or two early before I clocked in like at 4 p.m. So I get there like at 1 p.m. That's how I got to hang out with all these older comics and like all these older people. And Smitty would sit there and we'd go back in the sacred ground. You like pretend this is the mic. You like hold the mic like this. All these comics want to hold the microphone with their hand. Let's say you write with your right hand, and everybody wants to hold it with your right hand. He told me to always hold the mic with your opposite hand that you write with, because that's the hand you want to motion with. And if you hold it with the mic in your hand, you won't be motion better with your left hand, because I'm right-handed. So hold the mic with my left hand so I can motion better. So a lot of these, like I said, these guys give me a lot of good gold nuggets. They give me a lot of good information. They're teaching me a lot what to do and stuff.
Yeah, Smitty was one of those guys that was during the quarantine that was there, because I actually went a lot during the quarantine. When it was either for Kill Tony or for
on the patio in the parking lot.
Yeah, and just go eat and chill and just see who's around. I was there a lot, and Smitty was there all day, every day, just
he's always there. Yeah, he does all that bullshit
and like
podcasts and all that.
I never he's like one of those dudes that's like is nice, but like you don't try and go up to him and ask him. You don't go up to him and act dumb. In other words, that looks like a guy that's there for business. You don't try to fuck with him.
Yeah, he's there. He's straight having. Yeah, he likes to have fun, but he likes to be
for
real.
Sure.
He's doing no bullshit.
And I make sure to be on my best behavior around him.
I'll wait.
Sorry, say it again, Corky. Go on, Corky.
Oh, I could talk now.
Shut up, dude. Don't be like that.
I was just asking, is he the one that does the walkthroughs? Like
no.
He goes.
He takes the camera and walks through and takes pictures of all the stuff going on in the rooms. At least he used to.
Who does the videos where it's walking through all the rooms?
Oh, that used to be him. But like after 2-3 months after I started, they got somebody else to do it. I don't know who they got to do it after him.
Yeah, from what I understood, his role is sort of like he's the manager of the main room. Is like kind of how I understand it.
He's the manager that does that downstairs that helps with all the podcasts and all that.
Yeah. So
what he does.
There you go. Podcast stuff probably.
Yeah, he does all the podcasting and social media stuff. He controls most of that.
Wait, you're talking about Mike Schmidt?
Yes, Schmitty.
Smitty with the glasses.
Schmitty.
Yeah, he controls the podcasting, the uploading videos. He does all that stuff downstairs in the basement. He's a basement manager.
Good shape.
He's got like long hair and a beard now, right?
Does he have long hair? I haven't seen him since COVID.
Last time I saw him, he had short hair and no facial hair at all.
Yeah, last time I seen him was before COVID, and he had short hair, goatee, I think it was, and it was for a while ago.
If you're talking about Mike Schmidt, I remember when I did.
Does he have long hair now?
When I did Simply Down the Friday Zoom show with him, he did.
I don't know. I mean, this guy has sleeve tattoos above his, like from his wrist to his upper arm. Do you remember? Does this guy have sleeve tattoos?
I don't know. I just saw him on Zoom.
Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know. Yeah. I like your glasses.
Does these help? Ring a
Yeah.
bell? Help you remember?
Who's your favorite football team?
49ers.
Fuck you.
I love the Niners. I was waiting for a fuck you. My mom calls them the 49ers. She likes New York Yankees and Jets, and every New York team from baseball, basketball, football. It's always just New York. She loves New York.
That's cool.
Yeah, Giants, Jets.
If she loves it so much, she should move there.
That's what I tell her all the time too. Like, you're in California. How the fuck do you like a New York team?
Now I got a couple friends actually there.
Like, how the hell did that happen? Raised in Florida, and you like New York team.
And especially in Los Angeles, it's weird. Like in Los Angeles, I have friends that grew up in Los Angeles as well, and their favorite team is the Yankees somehow. I'm
how the hell does that happen?
Like, how do you not love the Dodgers? It's still a great team. Well, they love the Yankees.
They're originally in New York too, because they're originally in
Brooklyn.
The Brooklyn Dodgers. So they're originally a New York team. So I don't know why everybody gets so excited about Dodgers, the LA team. No, it's a Brooklyn team.
Yeah. But
Los Angeles Angels is original Los Angeles.
The California Angels.
Yeah, California Angels. Yeah.
Love it. So
and so is the 49ers. 49ers is the original California team. They're the first California football team before anybody else. It was 49ers before any other.
That's interesting. That I didn't know, but actually, now that I think about it, that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I know that the Raiders were like the
the Chargers was the third. Yeah.
Interesting.
And it became the Rams, and the Rams went to St. Louis, and now they're back again.
So what are you doing these days?
Me, I'm waiting for the Comedy Store to reopen to go because I'm waiting to get my job back. They let me know once the Comedy Store opens fully open, I'm back in the kitchen cooking those chicken tenders.
Should be by
they
15.
said
they said in a few months. Richie, I was talking to Richie because he's the new general manager. He said they're waiting for the city or whatever they're waiting for, whoever they keep contact with, to let me know when they're allowed to open up fully.
It's got to be by June 15th because that's when everything's getting a full reopen.
Dude, that's what I was hearing too from I was talking to Kevin. He's one of the phone guys that worked in the kitchen sometimes.
You'll need your vaccine pass to get in and everything.
I've been vaccinated, so I'm good.
I remember Kevin.
Kevin, you remember Kevin? Yeah. Gray hair, older kind of guy.
Yeah, he told me some fucked up shit that made me really scared to walk around at night.
In the Comedy Store?
No, he said walking from where my apartment is, he said if I walk east to La Brea at night, he said there's people that drive around and then they'll wait for you to walk through the shadows, and a bunch of people will come out of the car and beat the shit out of you and take all your stuff and drive away.
I've never been beaten leaving the Comedy Store, but I've been fucked up and passed out on the bus and woke up with everything gone.
No, you didn't. That's not good.
You woke up with everything.
Yeah, I woke up. Only thing that was there was my wallet because I was set on my back pocket, but my headphones, my phone, my weed, my cigarettes, my lighter. I woke up and passed the bean. I'm like, where's everything at?
I pretty much walked from the Comedy Store nearly to almost downtown LA one night because I literally left William Montgomery's fucking apartment at 5 a.m. on a Monday night. And just as I'm about to call an Uber, my phone died. And I couldn't get a hold of, and I couldn't get anybody. And it was until about 10 a.m. till I got a charger because all my shit was on my Google Pay. I was not able to pay with anything else. Worst experience of my life. I walked about 11 miles.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Some of those Uber prices are expensive leaving the Comedy Store at 2 a.m. They'd be like $50-$60 to get to Glendale. I'm like, fuck.
I know.
I'm going to wait till 4 in the morning and just sit here or just wait till I go back to work. I spent $60 on an Uber ride. I know New Year's, somebody in the Take a Ground was partying with, and he was like, fuck, Uber's almost $117 today. I'm like, fuck. Good luck on that.
Dude, if I would like fucking call them and be like, I would book it and then be like, all right, cancel, but call them and then cancel, and then be like, look, just give me 80 on the side and I'll take you wherever. That's how you
For
gotta do it these
real.
days. Everybody's gotta have a side hustle, man.
That's actually
Corey,
pretty smart. Wait till they
I
get
thought-
them to cancel it. You're gonna get a $5 cancellation fee to charge for it, and here's $80. Fucking save me $25.
yeah, big deal. $5 now. $5 cancellation fee.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually pretty smart. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I've had an Uber driver ordered an Uber driver, because you know how you supposed to let you know if you have like multiple passengers, and I didn't do that. I was saying it was just me, hoping they would let me slide.
No.
And they're like, no, you can't get in. You cancel. I'm like, no, you cancel if I don't get charged.
2-star.
She put it as I got picked up and kept on driving. I was like, this bitch.
What a bitch.
Yes. They charged me like $17 for the ride because she kept driving with no one in the car. I'm like, just a bitch. But I fucking made a complaint. They refund me my money. I fucking complained about that. I'm like, you bitch. Just drove right off and fucking said she was driving with me. I was just sitting there like, I think this bitch.
Yeah, well, I tried to buy Twitter followers and I had to get my money back because they didn't give them to me. I'm just joking.
Oh, they did it?
No, just
Oh.
something I read today. How prevalent buying Twitter followers is. And then I got a bunch of ads for Twitter followers, like $25 for 1,000 Twitter followers. I'm like,
I've seen that, yeah. Is that any worth it? Is that any
I
good?
don't know, dude. I'm not going to pay $25 for fucking... Maybe. You know what? We should try it. Let's do it on the Comedy Stains fucking Twitter. Let's just buy 5,000 Twitter followers, dude. And just...
Let's see what happens.
And see, like, dude, honestly, what if, like, if you have 5,000 Twitter followers, more people will start to follow you. Just because they see that you have 5,000 followers. They're like, oh, wow,
Exactly.
5,000. Nobody ever...
Makes people want to follow you with, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my issue right now. I
Oh,
need to
what
get
am I
more followers
missing?
out there.
Ooh.
Send me the link to that. I'll definitely want to use that.
Oh, maybe we'll test that. The same day that
But-
Corey says every single name on the Comedy Store, on the outside of the Comedy Store, is the day that, we'll buy 5,000 Twitter followers for.
Well, it looks really suspicious when none of them comment or hit like on anything.
Obviously. That's why when you see people with 100,000 fucking followers, but like, there's only 20 likes on it, and it's like, meh,
Doesn't really do no good. You need those likes for people to see those pictures more.
Amazing.
Dave, ask your Comedy Stains question.
Oh, I did. He told the story of his mother and Don Barris. That was his Comedy Stains question.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Nice to know you're just tuning out during the episodes.
I see why we're looking for a new host now.
A third host.
Third host. How often have you been hitting that pin, Corey?
Not a lot, a couple times.
How's your sleep cycle? Corey, I hear you're did you finally get that shit on notice or what?
You having sleep issues too? I have sleep issues too, man.
I'm
I sleep like 3 hours a day.
I'm dead tired right now. I've had to go to sleep like 9 p.m.
Good.
It's
Get
like
your ass back
11
on a
right
schedule. Well, so what time does the Ding Dong Show start on the West Coast? On the West Coast.
10:30.
All right.
10:30
So it's
p.m.
1:30 your time. So yeah.
It doesn't end until like 4 a.m. most nights.
Yeah.
And then the after
It goes pretty
party.
late, yeah.
One time the party went on till 12:30 p.m.
Has Dawn released any new information on whether or not what's going to happen with the Ding Dong Show?
No, but hopefully we're back in the belly room as soon as possible.
That'd be
That's
awesome. I can't wait to be
can't wait
clocking
either.
out, watch Dawn and watch him close the belly room.
I
He's
would
too
Really cool.
I would get a vaccine for that.
Oh yeah, definitely being around Dawn.
What were you saying? No, before that when Dave cut you off.
My bad.
No, the other Dave when he cut you off.
Oh shit. This is why we keep you around, Corey.
You were saying something. I wanted to hear what you had to say.
This is what makes you irreplaceable, sir.
Honing in on the details, getting the facts.
The Corkies and the details.
Joys.
Hey Corey, I just posted a video of Squirrel City. What is that? Ooh, that looks. Not Squirrel City. I just posted a video of a new squirrel obstacle course.
What's that?
It's just so Corky's really into Squirrel City, which is like, you want to explain Squirrel City, Tim?
Squirrel City I need to know what that is.
It's a place in West LA. There's a lot of squirrels, and I named it Squirrel City. They have a mayor. It's really cool.
What, you have pet squirrels?
Hey, what's the name of the mayor?
It's a Hamson, because he's big. He looks like a ham. No, it's not. They're not my squirrels. It's just a village of squirrels.
They're the people's squirrels.
They're right by north of the pier, Santa Monica Pier.
This is interesting.
They live in the bluffs.
Yeah. So anyway, there's a squirrel obstacle course. Anyway, so pretty good episode, I think.
You get charged admission to go watch this, or is it free to watch?
You can just go watch. You just go have fun with the squirrels. There's just a lot of squirrels, so you just named it Squirrel City.
Side hustles. I'm trying to get Corey a side hustle right now.
No, we should go film the squirrels and make a drama, make a fucking novella out of Squirrel City. We call it Escuela.
Want to see Squirrel City? I'll show you a bit of Squirrel City.
How would you say Squirrel City in Spanish? I wish I knew.
Cerveza.
No. But yeah, do I have to give you some kind of something to be able to screen share?
No, I'm gonna I'm gonna put it as my background.
Oh, there you go.
Jump out of background.
Yeah, Squirrel City.
In the background. That's why you got screen.
Well, I'm glad. Hopefully by the end of this year, at least at the very, very least, but hopefully by the end of the summer, you'll be back at the Comedy Store.
Oh yes, me too.
We'll be back there. We have new friends now.
Oh yeah, new people will be there. A lot of them are gone now. A lot of them moved away.
Wow, it's okay, dude. Don't worry about it. A lot of people moved away, but
more opportunity for me to get my name on the wall.
That's what I'm saying. Also, and you know what? Everybody will be just fine. The Comedy Store will be just fine. The people that left will be just fine, and everything is okay. Really, honestly.
Keep on rolling. Life's going to keep on going,
Until we can't do this anymore, then that's when you got to start worrying.
We haven't been canceled yet, have we?
No, we haven't been. But just because nobody cares.
Because nobody cares.
Nobody cares yet. But when you start making that money, people are going to start to care.
When you start pissing off the liberals, and then you definitely might get canceled.
Yeah, down with the liberals, right, Corky?
Yeah, we're going to be rolling in that dough off that liberal blood and tears.
Yeah. I'm going to get the fucking vaccine and all will be well. All right. Well, you got any plugs?
Who, me?
Cackles?
Yeah, follow me at Cackles Corner 89 on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
Definitely come see me at the Comedy Store. I'll be cooking in the kitchen soon when it reopens. Most definitely. Definitely let me back on the show sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Anytime.
Probably next week. Definitely to the episode with Dawn and my mom in the same room together.
Ooh, this could be something in the works. We could find a place. We know some people who own some studios, like Gino at Speedweed, possibly. Some things might happen. But
yeah, man, give
Corky, your plugs, sir, Corky.
Yeah, I got some new hair plugs. What do you think about them?
Looks fabulous, sir. That haircut's really doing for you.
No, I actually got the hair plugs on my eyebrows.
All right.
Anyways, you can find me at I'll move on Instagram. Corky Comedy now on Twitter. I mean, my website is corkster.biz with all my bullshit on there. And then go on Twitter. No, Twitch, I mean. Simply on the Twitch on Twitch. And then Simply on the podcast network YouTube on YouTube for the Ding Dong Show.
Definitely tune in to catch us on Comedy Stains. This is where it's at.
Hell yeah, you know where to go. Go on.
Don't you guys agree that the Ding Dong Show is definitely a show that should be watched?
Yeah, definitely watch the Ding Dong Show.
Every 10:30 p.m. at Simply on the podcast network YouTube.
All right. Well, you know where to find me, djnden.net, Dave Serra on everything else, Twitch, Instagram, Dave XL on Twitter. Thank you very much.
Definitely nice meeting you.
Yeah, hell yeah, Cackles. Hey,
nice
it's a pleasure.
Again, Corky. It was awesome.
This is not going to be our last time. This was fucking hilarious.
Awesome. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problem, man. Thank you again. And
that's for all the Asian lovers out there. No Asian hate.
No Asian